Oh, this is so cool.
How I got into design, how I got my first client, and so on. I think a lot of designers are gonna go through this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you guys. I thought I'd do a little different video today, so I'm gonna be doing a little vlog. As you can see, I've got wet hair at the moment. I have just had a shower and I just wanted to show you this new product that I got for my birthday, which I absolutely love. So it is this, and it was about £30 off Amazon, and I'm not even joking, it's gonna change your life. It's basically a hairdryer and a brush in one, and I can never be bothered to straighten my hair because it just takes so much time, even though I have short hair. And also, before I show you what it does, it actually came with this. I'm just gonna put it on here for you. I had no idea what it was because it didn't come with any manual, and it looks like a little rake that you use in the garden. So I had to ask my mum what it was, and apparently you use it to get your hair off of this, which I thought was pretty cool. Okay, so as you can see, voila, like this is straight. I don't even have to straighten this, and it's pretty smooth as well, which is cool. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this. Don't know why, but here we go. So I thought I would just do a little talking video, as I've had loads of requests from a lot of people about myself and what equipment I use, just some general questions that you guys want to know about me. So I thought I would do a little vlog for you guys. And the equipment that I use, I have this iPad for my illustrations. It is the iPad Air 3, and it is amazing for the price of it. So I did want to get the 2020 new iPad, but I just could not justify the price. It's like just below £1,000, I think, and that's a lot of money for me. I had a look at reviews on stuff and what I needed, and the iPad Air 3 was the best for me. I think I went for the 64GB. Screen size is amazing, and I also got the Apple Pencil. This does everything for me. I use Procreate, and honestly, if you're looking to get an iPad, I can recommend this one a lot. It is amazing for what I use it for. Say if I'm designing like backgrounds and stuff in Illustrator, I design it in Procreate, and then I can just ping it across to my iMac, and then yeah, use it from there. So yeah, I use this iPad, and then I also use my iMac as well. So this is the 27-inch 2019 iMac, and I literally do all of my designs on there, live and breathe on the iMac. I am looking at maybe getting a laptop as well, so when I move around and go and stay at my boyfriend's and other things, I can take it with me, as obviously it is annoying just having it in one place. But for now, for what I need it for, it is the best thing for me. Okay, so I have actually had a lot of messages from people asking me how I got into design, how I got my first client, and so on. Let's take it right back. So when I went to school, I was always sort of creative person. I love drama, art, that sort of stuff. And definitely in my GCSEs, you could see this sort of side. So I got A stars in both of my drama and art. I always used to spend so much time on my coursework on art. Then from this, I actually went into college and I did fine art, A-level, graphic design, and then I did psychology. I got 2 A's, so the A's were the graphic design and fine art, and then I got a C in psychology. So as you can see, I'm definitely a lot more creative. I think from the first year of being at college, I just knew that I didn't think uni was for me. For some people it is, they know exactly what they want to do, but for my mindset, I didn't want to go to uni and waste my time on something that I didn't know if it was going to be my future. I didn't want to be in debt, so my thoughts were that I was going to try and get an apprenticeship in design, and then if I really liked it, then I can consider uni after sort of working in a work environment. I just didn't want to waste my money, and I thought it was pretty sensible for my age back then. So from this, I actually managed to get a graphic design apprenticeship at the Grand Pier in Weston-super-Mare. Let me know if you've heard of it. This is about 20 minutes from where I live, and it was honestly such a great experience. I managed to do about 4 months of the apprenticeship, and Then they actually hired me full time, which was kind of cool. I didn't actually need the apprenticeship qualification. It was just to get me into the graphic design field. So yeah, I did this and I definitely learned a lot, how to use Illustrator, Photoshop, all those sorts of kind of things. We also had a large format printer there, so I managed to learn a lot of things about the print element, which was kind of cool as well. So yeah, after being there for about 9 months, I came to a sort of standstill. I didn't know where I wanted to go, if I wanted to go to uni, if I wanted to go and do graphic design elsewhere. So I was at a standstill and I just thought, oh, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to approach this? So I actually saw a job come up for a junior designer in a holiday park near me. So I applied for the job, went for the interview, had to do a little project for them, and then yeah, I got the job as a junior designer, and this was probably the best move that I could have made. Working for this company has given me so many opportunities. I've honestly learned so much from the people, the environment. It is definitely a versatile job role that I was in. Well, I still am in. We would do my dog just started barking. Okay. If she's gonna keep barking throughout this, right, I'm gonna have to go and tell her. Okay, so I think I've quietened her down now. I just had to give her a little treat and she was okay. So yeah, as I was saying, it is very versatile, the role. So we would do things like creating new brands for the company, posters, printing, flyers, social media posts, YouTube, just everything really that you could think of for a holiday park. They had a swimming pool, a play area, a theme park, restaurants, on-site facilities. So there's honestly so much to do for this company. And from doing this, I've definitely learned a lot and I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I have with them. It's definitely taught me a lot. That is how I've managed to get my way into design without going to uni. And for some people, uni is perfect for them. Others, it's not. And I'm just trying to say that you don't have to go to uni. If it doesn't suit you, there are other ways of getting into design. So for example, obviously I've made my way to this company by not going to uni, and my other colleague has gone to uni and he's ended up in the exact same place as me. So you can literally go two ways about it, and that is your decision, and honestly either way, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I've actually been with this company for about 4 years now, and it was about a year ago I got to a certain place in my life and I thought, you know what, I want to start doing something on the side. I want to start making some more money. I want to do projects and things that I actually like doing. Not that I don't like doing the stuff for my work, but it is something else that I wanted to do. So yeah, 1 year ago, or actually I think it was a year and a half ago, I set up my own Instagram account and I basically just started off doing illustrations. I draw famous people, and it wasn't until I did a little competition to win a illustration of someone for their business where my page took off a little bit. So I did the competition, did the prize, picked the winner, and they actually won the portrait illustration of themselves for their business. And then they just shared that onto their story and their Instagram page, and yeah, my business just went from there. I basically started just doing illustrations of businesses, so they would have it as their little icon on their Instagram. So I started charging businesses to have the illustrations done, and I started off pretty cheap. I'm pretty sure I would charge about £10 for this, and that's only because I just didn't value my time. I wasn't confident in my designs, and I feel like that is the process of a designer. You will get to a certain place where you actually feel confident in your designs. I just remember back then I used to send proofs off to my clients and I'd never be sure in them myself, so I would never justify my price. I'd always just feel like what I was charging was too much, and that's just because I didn't value my time and myself and my designs. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. So I think 6 months into it, I actually started offering logos and a little bit of branding, but I still wasn't confident in myself. So I'm pretty sure I would charge like £20 for a logo, which is nothing in the design world. And that is just purely because I still wasn't confident in myself and my designs. And I just didn't feel like charging anything over £20 would it would just be too much for a client. So yeah, that's why I charged that. Okay, so let's just fast forward a little bit more and say, I think 3 months ago now, maybe March 2020. This is where I really started going down the route of doing branding and logos. I definitely worked on my designs a lot more, did a few passion projects, which are basically projects that you do. You'd make up a brand and you would just make a logo up for a project that you wanted to do in a certain style that you actually like doing. So I did a few of these and definitely found my sort of style and vibe. And then yeah, I just post this out on my Instagram and I got loads and loads of good comments about it and reviews. I'd have designers message me about it, and that's where it really took off. I think the best thing that you can do is just work on yourself, keep at it, work on yourself, get better, have a look at tutorials, just keep on learning, because I feel like that's where designers go wrong, is that you get to a certain point, stop learning new things, and you cannot progress if you aren't still learning things. So I think it's been about 1.5 years now until I've actually felt so much more at ease and confident with my designs. I think just learning and watching tutorials, just improving on yourself and your designs, I feel like this will definitely help you as a designer. And after 1.5 years, I know it is a long time, but I finally feel like I've found my style, found the sort of person and a designer that I want to be. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I love the process with the client, and I know it is frustrating as a designer if you put a brand together and your client doesn't like it. I used to always feel so frustrated with myself that I just didn't nail it first time, but I can assure you that we have our days where we nail it, we have our days where it's just not the right brand for that person, and we go from there. We learn from our mistakes, and I think I love the process the most. I think going back and forth with your client, coming up with some really cool ideas, and then nailing the brand and having your client say that they absolutely love your work is honestly just the best thing to hear. So obviously I'm still doing my Instagram. I get a lot of people contact me through my website. If you want to check that out, I'll put a little link in the description. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying doing this on the side, and for my long-term goals, it is something that I do want to do full-time. I do want to do freelance full-time, be self-employed, and I definitely feel like I'm getting towards that way now. It's just knowing what is right for you. Obviously, it is scary doing this all by yourself, and you definitely don't have the same income each month, which is the thing that is so scary. But I just think if you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it? If it's not now, you're not going to do it. And for me, this is definitely something that I'm going to be thinking about for my future. I think a lot of designers are going to go through this, and sometimes being self-employed is for some people, like they like being on their own. I'm the sort of person that I love my own company, and for others it is just not for them. They like to be around people, they like to be around that work environment. But yeah, it just honestly depends on yourself and what your future goal is. So moving away from the design element now, I put a post up on my social media about my office space, and I had a lot of DMs asking me to film a little YouTube video of me decorating my office. I'm going to go through some of the funky products that I bought. I'm going to put some links in the description of where I bought the products. Let's go and see my new office. Okay guys, so stupid me forgot to get a video of my wall before, but I do have a picture that I will put on screen for you now. So as you can see, it is pretty plain, and I'm just gonna spruce it up a little, get some of my funky vibes onto the wall. Before I do the time-lapse video as well, I'm just gonna go through some of the products that I bought, mostly from Amazon, because Amazon is the absolute best. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through my stuff. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to get was just a cool object that I could put on my shelves, and I'm not gonna lie, a little bit obsessed with this. I love gold anyway, as some of you guys know, but this, pretty rad. And yeah, I just thought this would look really nice on the shelf. It's a little bit funky and it shows off my sort of vibe. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description of where I got it, as I can't actually remember where I got it, but this is gonna look so cool on my shelf. Okay, so the next thing that I got was this cute, I think we're gonna see a little theme here, but I do love lights. This is just a little hanging heart. I think I got this off of Amazon as well, and basically you can put batteries in it, and it just looks so cute. So yeah, I'm gonna put this maybe up on the shelf or hang it on my door. Just adds that something extra to the wall. So yeah, I really like this. Then my next thing is pretty awesome as well. I'm gonna be putting this on the shelf, but let me just get out of the box because I got this from Amazon. This is a little lightning bolt that lights up. You can either put batteries in it in the bottom, or you can literally plug it into the computer. I don't have any batteries on me at the moment, but I'll show you what it looks like. So yeah, it just lights up, and I love a lightning bolt. So I also bought, this is quite funny, but I bought a bag full of leaves. I think I bought too many because I'm not sure I'm going to need this many, but I thought it would look pretty cool just to put some around the shelves along my little fencing that I've got that I'll show you in a minute. But I thought it would just look really nice and sort of make the room look a little jungly, just to get that vibe. I have ordered some prints for my wall, which is going to go with this really well as well. So this is currently my office at the moment. As you can see, I've put some shelves up, or when I say me, I mean my dad. And then I got this cool grid, which is off of Amazon, and I'm basically just gonna showcase my work on it. I think it looks pretty cool. And this is what the light looks like as well, shiny, and I think it just looks really nice. So yeah, I'll do a little time lapse now of me decorating my office. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put up all of the business cards that I've had printed for my clients, and I'm gonna put them up on this grid here. What I'm actually gonna do is, it came with these little cute pegs, so you're just gonna peg it to the grid. And this is just to showcase my work and for me to look at, because I love looking at the work that I've done. So some of you know that I absolutely love gold. I'm just gonna put these up so you can see them, but most of the business cards that I have done, my clients absolutely love the gold as well, so they got this done. But yeah, I'm gonna put all of these up, and it's just nice for me to see some of my clients' cards when I'm working as well. This one's my favorite actually. It's like my little business card with my A pattern on. It's gonna be really nice to see this grid full as well once I do a lot more work. I remember doing this one was cool. Nice little gold on it, with my leaves on here as well. Okay, so that is the pegs done now. Obviously once I have more stuff, I'm going to update it, but I'm going to get on to finishing my shelves and the rest of my office. So guys, my parcel's finally arrived. I ordered some wall art that I'm going to put up in my office. Been waiting about a week for it now, and it's finally arrived. So I'm going to open it on screen with you so you guys can see my reaction and see what I've been ordering. I'm also not sure if I'm going to look more tanned in this clip now, because obviously if you've been in the UK, then we know that it's been very hot this week, so I've managed to get a little bit of a tan. Okay, so I'm super excited to show you this. I actually haven't looked inside this yet, but I ordered some really nice wall art for my wall, and it's from Decino or Decino. I don't know if I've actually butchered that name, but they have some really cool stuff on there, so make sure you check that out. So I've got one A1, roughly A1 size poster, and then some A4s as well. And I ordered some frames as well, but I think I ordered from a different company. Ooh, I'm so excited to see these as well. Just don't want to rip it. Imagine if I opened it and then it ripped. Ooh, I thought that was literally a poster then. I was going to say, this is just too big. Oh my god, I'm so excited to see. So my theme in my office is sort of grey and pink. So I wanted to carry on with this theme. I really hope I don't rip this. Ooh. Okay, so I'll show you my two A4 ones first. So I got this really nice, I wanted just a black. This is an ampersand, which is the and symbol, and it's basically a typography element, which I thought would look really nice. Just simple. And then I've got some white frames for these, so I'm gonna put that up. And then this one I thought was so lush. It's a leopard. How cool is that? I'll show you it in more detail when I obviously put it up, but oh my god, that looks amazing. Leopards are so cool as well. Okay, so now for the big one. This is the A1, and this is the pinky colour, and oh my god, wow. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, you ready? So this, how cool is that? It's like a pink telephone, a retro one. That's gonna look so cool. Oh, I'm so excited to put the frames up. I'll show you what the frames look like as well. Okay, so I've opened up my frames and they, oh, it's gonna look so good. So I've got, as you can see here, two A4s, and then this is around A1 size, so that poster's gonna fit really nicely. I wanted to get one poster as well that had a white outline around it because I thought that would look really nice in the frame. So I'm gonna unpackage these and then I'm gonna show you what the prints look like in the frames. So I got this one from Poster Store. So when I ordered from Decino, whatever Decino, I don't actually know what they're called, their frames are really expensive. So I managed to find Poster Store, and I think for the A1 frame it was like £6 cheaper. So I managed to just order all of my frames off of there. So if you're thinking of doing that, then I love a bargain. So make sure you check them out as well. Oh my god, I'm actually so excited for you guys to see them in the frames. They actually look so good. The quality of the design is just amazing, and the frames just are so nice. I think I got the metal frames. I didn't really want to go for a wooden one. So these are the three. Obviously they need to be hung up on my wall, but I'm gonna get my dad to do that. But this is my absolutely favorite one. Look at that pink. How retro and cool does that look? And then the quality of this one is insane. They look so nice together as well. I made sure they would match. This is just by a famous typographer. I just thought that would be really simple next to this bad boy here. They're gonna look so nice when they're up. I will do a video of my whole office at the end so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, so this is the finished office and I am absolutely in love with it. Everything about it, it just goes together so well, and it makes my office space feel so much more like an office, if that makes more sense.